Hey guys, it's Brian. Welcome to the awards contender. I got up bright and early not to react to Oscar nominations today. That's still a few hours away. We are talking Razzie nominations, the worst in film of 2025. I have not looked at a single nomination yet. These are live reactions. I have no idea what to expect. I think War of the Worlds and Snow White's will show up here, probably in more than one category. But I don't know. Will I have seen many of these movies? Will there be some titles like I've never heard of? Let's find out and start with Worst Picture. The nominees are The Electric States. I think I've heard of that. Is that Millie Bobby Brown? Netflix? I think it was like Oscar shortlisted for something. Do I have to watch that now? Okay. Hurry Up Tomorrow. So I feel like in a couple of my comments in my worst of 2025 video, I saw that. Like, how did you not have Hurry Up Tomorrow? I don't know what that is. So to do predictions for the Razzie Awards, I have to at least watch all of the Worst Picture nominees. So I guess I have to check this one out too. I'll see what that's all about. Snow White. Of course, Snow White was getting into Worst Picture. Star Trek Section 31. What the hell is that? Is that a Star Trek movie? I've never heard of that. Okay. And War of the Worlds, my choice for the worst film of the year. I wasn't planning on watching that. And then, like, the night before I recorded my worst of the year video, I was like, Brian, this is supposed to be like truly god awful. I need to take a look. It's only 90 minutes. It's on Amazon Prime. So I watched it and I was just like, who knew movies could be this bad? It is really bad. That had to make the list. So yeah, I feel like I had seen more Worst Picture nominees last year for the Razzies. I've only seen 2 of these. I have to watch these other 3 movies? Okay, maybe. We'll see, right? Worst Actor of the Year. Dave Bautista in The Lost Lands. Never heard of it. I know who Dave Bautista is, of course, from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. In The Lost Lands. Like, I pride myself on following movie news and new films that come out. I feel like I'm up to date with most movies. And I'm seeing titles here already. I'm like, I have never heard of some of these. Like, wow. Ice Cube, War of the Worlds, of course. I did an impression of his acting in that movie in my worst of 2025 video. And at least 2 or 3 people in the comments said, this should be a meme. Like someone capture a GIF of this and put it online. Okay, so Ice Cube is here. That makes sense. Scott Eastwood, Alarum. Another title I have never heard of. What are these movies? Like, Razzie voters, they have to dig deep. Like, the cinema landscape, like, underneath the sand, like, the soil, all the way to the center of the Earth's core, right? Where Hilary Swank went many, many years ago. Alarum. Is it, which one? I have to go and search, how do you pronounce this word of the Razzie nominated film? Scott Eastwood. Yeah, he's not a great actor. I've seen him in a couple things. That makes sense. Jared Leto, Tron Ares. Yep, he was terrible in that. There was just enough I liked in that to not have it be in my worst 10 of the year. But it would have been in the next 5. It was hovering there. Greta Lee. I love Greta Lee, and she's got a lot to do in that movie. So she was intriguing enough, and the visual effects were rock solid. And there were a couple things in that I thought were okay. But Jared Leto just sucks all the life out of that movie. He is terrible in Tron Ares. So yeah, that makes total sense. And Abel, The Weeknd, Tesfaye, Hurry Up Tomorrow. Okay. One of the members of The Weeknd acted in a movie? I have never heard of Hurry Up Tomorrow until a few people commented about it in my worst of video. Okay, it's in Worst Picture, it's in Worst Actor. I guess I have to watch Hurry Up Tomorrow. Can't wait. All right, Worst Actress. We have Ariana DeBose, Love Hurts. Oh, that movie's bad. It was so bad. I turned it on and I was like, maybe this will be okay. Maybe it'll be like, 2.5 stars. It'll be fine. And oh, it was terrible. And it does not surprise me to see her here. Man, I mean, like, does she know she's nominated at the Razzies like every year? Maybe she's not really paying attention. But it's gotta hurt Ariana DeBose. She's not making great choices. It's like she's so talented. How can she not show up in a good movie ever? Love Hurts was really bad. I'm happy Ke Huy Quan is not in Worst Actor. He could have showed up there. They went with DeBose. And she's not giving one of the 5 worst performances of the year in Love Hurts. The movie is just really terrible. So, but yeah, she's definitely a Razzie punching bag right now. And I really want her to show up in a great film. And maybe she's not in at the Oscars or something, but she's not at the Razzies next year or the year after. That would be nice. Mia Jovovich in The Lost Lands. So in The Lost Lands, it's an actor and actress, not in picture. What is In the Lost Lands? It must be some rando action film, science fiction maybe. What did it go to Amazon Prime in February or March last year when I wasn't really paying attention? I was more invested in the Oscar films. Maybe it was an early 2025 release. But oh my God, Natalie Portman is on here. Oh my God, Natalie Portman, Fountain of Youth. What is Fountain of Youth? Oh, okay. I think I have a vague, the tiniest, vaguest memory. That was a streaming release, right? It went to direct to streaming. Was it Apple TV? Last April, May, June, maybe? It's in there. It's in the brain somewhere. I feel like my sister-in-law might have said she saw it and thought Natalie Portman was good. Maybe. I don't know. Natalie Portman is nominated for a Razzie? Oh my God. Is she really that bad? That just blew my mind when I looked down. I glanced over and I saw her name. I'm like, Natalie Portman? Oscar winner Natalie Portman? Wow. Okay. I guess I have to watch that. Rebel Wilson, Bride Hard. What is Bride Hard? I'm not doing so well here, guys. These are movies I've never heard of. Bride Hard. Is that a take on Die Hard? Is it like an action film? What? Okay. And Michelle Yeoh, Star Trek Section 31. What is Star Trek Section 31? Wasn't Michelle Yeoh on a Star Trek series? Was it Paramount Plus? Wasn't she on a show? There's a film? Is she the same character? Wild. We've got 3 Oscar winners here. Ariana DeBose, Natalie Portman, Michelle Yeoh. Nominated for Worst Actress of the Year? What is happening? So, 2 films that made it into my, the top 5 in the worst of the year. Oh, What Fun. Michelle Pfeiffer is not here. And then Holland, starring Nicole Kidman. That was really terrible. Kidman doesn't make the list. Instead, we've got DeBose and Portman and Yeoh. Who's going to win here? I think Ice Cube is probably winning Worst Actor. Worst Actress could go to anyone, really. So I'll have to think long and hard about this, guys. Who is winning Worst Actress at the Razzies? What a weird category. Very strange. Worst remake, ripoff, or sequel. I Know What You Did Last Summer. My friend Andrew Campbell, who has been on the channel before, when I told him I was making a worst of video, he said, oh, you're going to have I Know What You Did Last Summer on that list, right? And I was like, no, it was fine. I gave it 2.5 stars on Letterboxd. Right in the middle there. I liked elements of it. Anything to do with the previous 2 films I was into. When it came to the newer characters, I was kind of checked out. I was like, eh. But some of the kills were good. Any scene with Jennifer Love Hewitt, so I was all in. I liked the reveal at the end. The twist ending was kind of interesting to me. So I wouldn't call that like one of the worst movies of the year. I know a lot of people hated it, including Mr. Campbell. Sorry, Andrew. It's not on my worst of list, but he'll be happy to know here it is, nominated for a Razzie. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Okay. I never saw the first one. I've never seen like either film. I heard the second one wasn't as good as the first, right? So I guess that makes sense. Smurfs. Okay, right? There was a Smurfs movie. I've a vague vague memory of that coming and going. Snow White was always going to be here, like in remake, ripoff, sequel. What is it? Remake? I guess it would be the remake option. Snow White was really bad. It's on my top 10. Worst of the year. And War of the Worlds is here, of course. That probably wins. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Everyone involved in that movie can probably take a deep breath. Like, they're going to be nominated, but they're not going to win. So, War of the Worlds, it's not a sequel. It's not really a remake, right? Like would we call that a remake of like the Spielberg film? It's just a variation on that classic novel and just doing something totally different and really, really bad. So, I mean, ripoff. I guess I would put it under ripoff. Worst supporting actress, Anna Klumsky, Bride Hard. Anna Klumsky from My Girl. Has she ever gotten a Razzie nomination? Here it is. I loved that film when I was a kid, even though I was very disturbed at age 7 when that movie came out to see the Home Alone kid die at the end. I was like, what? But, great film. Here we are. She's in Bride Hard. Worst supporting actress. Okay. Emma Horvath, The Strangers, Chapter 2. I love The Strangers from 2008. And I think I might have seen one other sequel or prequel. I have not seen these recent ones, Chapter 1, Chapter 2. I think Chapter 3 is coming. I've heard nothing good or great about those recent Strangers movies, so I've been avoiding them, honestly. Scarlett Rose Stallone, Gunslingers. What is that? Man, learn something new every day. I think I'm aware of most films in the marketplace, and then I get to Razzie nominations, and I'm like, half of these movies I've never heard of. Casey Roll, Star Trek Section 31. What is this Star Trek film? I have to look this up when I'm done recording. I'm very intrigued. And Isis Valverde, Alarum. Wow. No Gal Gadot for Snow White? She's not an actress or supporting actress? Wow. Like the movie's in picture, right? Is it? Yeah. Snow White is in worst picture. Gal Gadot is terrible in that movie. She's not nominated for a Razzie? Wow. I would have assumed she was going to win, whether it was actress or supporting actress. I was assuming she would get into supporting actress. Rachel Zegler is not in lead actress, which makes me happy because she's actually pretty decent in that. She's not bad, so I'm happy she's not nominated. But Gal Gadot, I mean, if you're going to nominate anyone for bad acting in 2025, you would think like she would be here. That's kind of wild to me. Worst supporting actor is next. All 7 artificial dwarfs Snow White. Okay. Razzie voters, you do crazy things, and there you go. They're really, I mean, when we got to the dwarves in that film, like the CGI characters there, I mean, I was like, oh, this is really bad. It was like nightmare fuel for the ages, for adults and for kids. Nicolas Cage, Gunslingers. Nicolas Cage made a movie in 2025 called Gunslingers. News to me. Okay. Stephen Dorff, Bride Hard. What is this Bride Hard? Oh, I went into this, guys. I'm like, maybe there's 2 multi-nominated Razzie movies I need to watch. But going off of these nominations, there's what, 7 or 8 I might have to watch, to do a predictions video. I don't know if I have it in me. I'm like, this is bad. All right, Steven Dorff, an actor I've always liked. He's here for a Razzie nom. Okay. Greg Kinnear, Off the Grid. What is Off the Grid? Okay. And Sylvester Stallone, Alarum. Alarum. Alarum sounds better to me. I'm going to go with Alarum. Sylvester Stallone, like how many Razzie nominations has he received to date? So my next like Razzie retrospective video I'm going to make with Andrew Campbell, probably in April after Oscars are said and done, is going to be the 5th ceremony where he is a nominee or a winner for a movie with Dolly Parton, Rhinestone. Like, Stallone has to have at least, 20 to 25 Razzie nominations? Like, he's got to have a bunch. So I don't think this will affect him much. He'll be like, oh, another one. Just add it to the list. Wow, okay. I mean, I feel like Snow White might win this. The other 4 guys here might be safe, but we shall find out. Worst screen combo. All 7 dwarves in Snow White. Okay, so they're nominated 2 categories in a row. We really hated the dwarves this much to nominate them twice, but Gal Gadot is safe? Wow. Like, interesting. I wonder if she or her representatives, like, made some calls to Razzie voters. They said, like, you are not nominating Gal Gadot. What do we need to do? So they are here. James Corden and Rihanna, Smurfs. Okay. James Corden. I feel like, he's catnip for Razzie voters. Ice Cube and his Zoom camera. War of the World. For worst screen combo, I like that. It's bad. It's a bad combo. Oh my gosh. Yes, that should win here. Please, can that win? Worst screen combo. Ice Cube and his Zoom camera. Robert De Niro and Robert De Niro, the Alto Knights, as Frank and Vito. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Wasn't that Oscar shortlisted for makeup, if I'm not mistaken? It got like something. And I went, do I have to watch the Alto Knights? So, we'll see in a few hours if that gets in. But, if that's the only nomination, I don't think I have to watch it. And The Weeknd and his colossal ego, Hurry Up Tomorrow. That is a wild category. It doesn't really make much sense. There's no real screen combo, right, in live action. You have James Corden and Rihanna. That's in an animated film. The Dwarves, Ice Cube, and a device. Robert De Niro with himself. The Weeknd with his ego. There's not really a pairing there, like between 2 live action actors. You'd think there'd be one, Razzie voters. Like one. I know we're just having fun here, making jokes, but there should be one, like, legitimate nominee in this category. Worst director, Rich Lee, War of the Worlds. Very well deserved. Give him all the Razzie trophies. Olatunde Osunsanmi, Star Trek Section 31. That movie again. Man, I am so intrigued by that. I watched some of that Star Trek show. Was it called Discovery on Paramount Plus a few years back? It was very good. Like, is it the same people involved in whatever this is? Is it like a streaming premiere Paramount Plus kind of a thing? Like some kind of a spinoff maybe? I don't know. So I have to look that up. The Russo Brothers, The Electric States. I guess I have to watch that. That's in Worst Picture, and that's on Netflix, right? I think it's easily accessible. I feel like that one might go down okay. I think it's like a big budget action film. It's probably fine. I don't know if it's going to be like the absolute worst movie ever, but, getting a few Razzie nominations, that means like there might be something off in that film. Trey Edward Schultz, Hurry Up Tomorrow. Okay, I guess I have to watch that too. And Mark Webb, Snow White. Man, I can't get over it that Snow White is getting into all of these categories and Gal Gadot is not here. That makes 0 sense to me. I feel like if we give that one Razzie nomination, it's Gal Gadot in Worst Supporting Actress. I mean, it's mind-boggling to me. Like, what? Wow. And finally, worst screenplay. The Electric State. Yep. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Okay. Snow White. Here again. Star Trek Section 31 and War of the Worlds. So all 5 of those are represented in a bunch of other categories. We don't have like just a lone nominee here, something that didn't show up in picture or director or acting, but gets into screenplay. I feel like that happens sometimes at the Razzies. They will give, sort of like a so-so movie. It's not that terrible, but it's maybe like kind of a big ticket film, like something that went to theaters, and it shows up in worst screenplay. But no, it's not here. Okay, so there are some movies I need to watch, guys, and I'm not looking forward to it. Those are the Razzie nominations for 2025. And I mean, I'm happy War of the Worlds is here. That had to get into like worst picture, director, actor, Ice Cube. That happens. Snow White is also really terrible in a variety of ways. It makes sense. That's in worst picture and director and screenplay and some of these others. But Gal Gadot somehow missing out. I mean, that should be investigated. I want to interview some Razzie voters. Like, so you guys watched it. You thought she was just good enough to evade a Razzie nomination. Explain that to me. Please explain it, because it's not making sense. But yeah, so those are my reactions to the Razzie nominations. I'm not feeling very good about it because if I'm going to predict in February, probably, like my choices to win, I have to watch at least most of these. And it's, I mean, what is it, 7, 8, maybe more films? Oh my God, you guys. The things I do for all of you on the awards contender, I'm going to do it. And probably around mid-February, before Oscar season really starts heating up, when we get to like BAFTA, SAG, the Oscars. I don't want to talk about the Razzies then, outside of reacting to the winners of the show, which always happens the day before the Oscars. Like, that's something separate. But in terms of my predictions to win, expect that around mid-February. So I guess I have like 3 to 4 weeks to dive into these terrible movies. Oh my God, you guys. Wish me luck.